Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we're going to review the Creepshow The Creep 7-inch scale figure from NECA Toys. I would like to thank NECA for providing him for review. We greatly appreciate that. This figure is inspired from the 2019 Creepshow television series, which is the brand new series. Creepshow was originally an 80s series and some movies. And I'm sure you're very familiar with the Creep, the character, and everything, but this figure is based on the new series. And as you can see, I think they did a phenomenal job on it. Starting with the packaging, you see the packaging has a comic book drawing of the character on the right there, the Creepshow logo. Just below that, it says Tales of Suspense and Horror. So the packaging looks great. It also kind of looks like a comic book with the 10 cents label up there on the top, upper right. And on the top, it says strange, eerie, and terrifying. The sides has a little picture there of the figure, the Creepshow logo. And the other side is identical. The back has another shot of the figure, which looks great, including look at what's included in the box right there. And you have a little description. Here's what's included: a skull, a lantern, a comic book, and an interchangeable hand. Creepshow logo is on top there. And the bottom gives you a look at all the great people at NECA Toys responsible for bringing this figure and packaging together. Well done. And there's the UPC for you. And the top of the box just has the Creepshow logo, warning label, NECA logo, and of course this figure is an adult collectible, so ages 17 and up. So as you can see, I've taken the Creep out of packaging, and he's really a great looking figure. Just look at all that great sculpted detail and deco applied to his skin there, the hands, feet, and head sculpt there. The fabric cloak also looks great. That has a nice paint wash on there. The hood has a wire in there, which allows some posability. You can customize a little bit, pull it back, pull it up, whatever you like. And let's take a look at both his sides. That's one side there. Here's a look at the other one. You can see all that very nice paint wash on the cloak there. It looks dirty, it looks realistic. And there's a look at the back. You can see it on the back there. And there's a close-up at his face. Just look at that incredible amount of detail there, especially the mouth, the eyes, and the skin tone. He also has rooted hair, which you can kind of see under the hood there. And as I said, that there's a wire on the hood, which as I'm playing around with it a little bit, you should be able to tell. And you can push it back, as shown. And you also see just that incredible amount of detail on the head sculpt here, as well as the details to the rooted hair. The cloak is also removable, and now you can see all that great sculpted detail and deco that went into this figure. He almost looks like a zombie, as he does in the show, and you can really see the skeletal structures and everything that's offered here. And there's a closer look at the torso and the head. Once again, you can really see all the details there, and he really looks good. Let's take a look at the sides and everything. And of course, let's look at the back. The rooted hair is a lot easier to see with the fabric cloak removed. And there's another look at him in case you were wondering. Look at the legs and everything. That's very nicely done. He's pretty much all bone, very little flesh, if any, remains. All right, so I put the cloak back on, and once again, it looks good. They put a lot of detail into the figure, very show accurate. So a couple of his accessories include a interchangeable hand for his left hand, as well as the lantern as seen on the show, which you can see there. The lantern in particular also has really nicely done paint applications to it. It looks old, it looks like a nice rustic paint there. And there's a closer look at it for you guys. They really did a nice job on it. Let's turn it around, give you a look at both sides. Another accessory which can rest on his head there is the human head skull. That is also very nicely done, nicely sculpted and painted. And there's a closer look at it for you. It looks great, it looks realistic. They really captured something special here. What I like about this in particular is that the bottom here has a room for a ball joint. You can stick it on somewhere. I don't know if it'll be compatible to any figure, but it's nice to know it's there. The Creep also includes a comic book, which is actually a little difficult to put in his hands. I had a little trouble with it, but I got it to stay in there, as you can see. The comic features some really good artwork, as seen from the series, and you can see there the cover as well as the back. The cover is very nicely done. Let me carefully move it there so you can see it. The cover features the Creep sitting in his chair about to tell a story, and the back of it has a look at some additional back issues that are also available. So just like as seen in the series, if you open it up, you see scenes from the episode. That's very nicely done. The print is too small to read, but you get an idea what's going on there. So I think they did a very nice job on it. The paper quality is also really good. Nice shiny finish there. And here's a look at all four of his accessories: the interchangeable hand, the comic book, the lantern, and the skull. And here's a comparison of the Creep with other NECA horror-themed figures, including Hellraiser, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees. As you can see, the Creep fits in very well, and scale-wise, it all works out. There's definitely a lot to love here. The Creep is typically a character that you normally don't see in the toy aisles, so it's really long overdue that we get this character in this line, and I, for one, hope to see more versions of him released, especially 80s classic, and possibly even some episode-themed characters would be great. That seems a little obscure, but you never know. Thank you again to NECA Toys for providing him for review. The Creep is definitely worth adding to your collection. You will love him. Just look at all that great detail and everything. I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Please like and share this video. Also, please check out the written portion and photo gallery of this review. We would appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more coverage.